Hello, welcome to Orgadoodle with Ashley and Amy. That's my friend Amy. She's normal, I promise. Today we are putting together a temporary wall for her daughter. It's a long story, but two of her daughters were sharing a room but were getting into a lot of arguments over the space, so they moved one of their daughters out into a common area. I guess it's not that long of a story. Anyway, this is just a temporary solution, so we didn't want to do anything permanent, but we definitely wanted to give her daughter some privacy. Okay, the pluses of this temporary wall. First of all, it's cheap, like only $100. There's no drilling. In fact, the only tool we used was an Allen wrench, and the setup was way easy. It took us less than an hour. And we made barely any mistakes because we checked and double-checked the instructions. I don't really know what we're celebrating here. Plastic? Anyway, first hurdle was figuring out how tall we needed to make the poles. They had a spring tension rod inside them, so they needed to be tight but not too tight. It was a little bit of trial and error. And this is the part where I almost died because I was using a piano bench instead of a step ladder to reach the ceiling. But Amy saved my life by putting her arms out and actually getting me a step ladder. Once we got the first pole in place, it was time to figure out where to put the second one. We did a lot of measuring, trying to figure out the perfect spot. First we put it here. Then we figured that was too far into the room, so we were going to move it a little bit further back. Then we decided to throw that idea out entirely and do a diagonal line, completely changing the whole floor plan. And of course, at this point, we threw the measuring tape away and used the length of the curtains to measure where we needed to put our last two poles. Finally, it was time to hang the walls, and I guess this is personal preference. You can pick whatever material you want to hang. It can be more structured, or like my friend Amy, she picked blackout curtains for her daughter. And as you can see, it works. You can see the room, now you can't. You can see my friend Amy, now you can't. I think she thought I was going to open up the curtains again. Anyway, the temporary wall is now up and her daughter can have a little privacy.